Ladies and gentlemen, today we're here with Stanley Jones. He's the main cinematographer as well as primary Sasquatch impersonator for most of the Red films. Stanley, I got a couple of questions for you real quick here today. I know you're a busy man shooting films all over the country and doing cinematography. What I wanted to know was, what is your inspiration when you're filming a Red C. Jackson movie? What's your vision? What kind of movies inspire you when you're shooting a Red C. Jackson film?
Well, first of all, when I'm out at the location, we get all their cameras and everything set up, and after that, I'll go out into the woodsy owl area, and I'll just sit on a rock and I'll breathe in the smell of pine and the dirt and the rocks, and I'll listen to the river rushing by and the Tweety birds and the coyotes, and I'll just get a feel of like what would Bigfoot be doing? Would he be sitting here? Would he be poking a stick at some ants? Would he be throwing rocks at something or chasing guys with beef jerky? I don't know what he'd be doing, but I try to absorb all that in and get the feel of what he would do. And maybe, sometimes I strip down when I'm out off to the side and get a feel for Sassy, roll in the mud and run in the stream and try to catch fish. Movies, though, there's a lot of movies like watching. There was a movie that came out in the 80s. It was a Bigfoot film up in the Pacific Northwest about, of course, Bigfoot. And it was real B-type film. It was dark. You couldn't see what was going on. You saw a monster. And those type of films get me going. And also those old documentations of Bigfoot, like the one in the 70s of that big yeti walking out in that open range area and, stuff like that. It gets me going, gets me jittery.
So Stanley, I'm wondering what it's like to be in a big, heavy suit, like the Sasquatch suit that you have put on in so many different films.
Well, these suits are custom made for my size. Of course, I'm a large man, and these suits are custom made by a company back down towards a border town of Mexico. They're made there. They don't come out of China. They're in a border town of Mexico, and they're high quality stuff. And those suits do get pretty hot. But the one suit we did for the Yeti film of the Desert Yeti was actually it was a cool suit. When the breeze came through, it blew that fur around, and it was kind of like an air-conditioned hotel room. It was really cool. But other suits I've worn have been hot as Dante's Peak, real hot. I can't stand some of them, but that's what gets me paid. That's what I like. But the suits that we get are custom made. A lady also alters them. I think her last name is by Piney. Can't remember the first name, but she does pretty good with my suits. And we got a new suit that just came out. I haven't tried it on yet, but I think in the next film, that will be the one I'll be breaking in. So
the fans really want to know what is the most technically challenging aspect of shooting a Red C. Jackson movie.
The technical end of it? Dealing with Red is hard. That guy, he likes to stay in his RV and get prepped a lot. He brings ladies in, and who knows what goes on half the time, but half the time I gotta get dressed or I want a cool one myself. He's always hogging the cool ones. The facility's always clogged up. I don't know, but he can be cool sometimes. He has some good survival tips. He's helped me breathe in nature and, be who I am. So, he's not a bad guy to work with.